Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints.
Going up against New Orleans
let's get over to the Mercedes-Benz with the call from New Orleans.
Game number 15 of the 2020 season. We are the Mercedes-Benz Super Bowl. Who's going to walk out with the victory? We will find out right now.
There's no place for this.
Let this go and see what after we do.
It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
So pinpoint, so accurate. Sometimes we forget just how good he is. We start to take him for granted because he always places the ball exactly where it needs to be for his receivers.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
But you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. David Onyemata there on the tackle. Quickly now, here's a look at the Green Bay offense.
It's tough to be an offensive lineman in Green Bay because their quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, knows how to keep plays alive and often extends them for 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds. But David Bakhtiari, his left tackle, he does it as well as anyone could ever expect. Excellent footwork, knows that the plays are going to stay alive for a long time. Often will get 2 or 3 blocks on the same play.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And here now, New Orleans defensive unit.
You can say a lot of things about the great play of Kiko Alonso, but the number one thing you will say, he will hit you.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And able to find Graham, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 23. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blow. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The pickup goes for 13 and sets them up first and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flipped it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Into heavy traffic and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception throw.
And that last one, that hurts. Out on the field comes New Orleans. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And Gibbs got it. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got some turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
And that's running early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy this caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Kamara try the right side. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. No score after one on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw with Breeze. And Thomas has it. And he'll be brought down 37. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he finds Cook. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him try to come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On first down, Breeze. They complete it to Hill. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now, Breeze again. He gets this one complete to Tre'Quan Smith. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 33.
That's an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you will be throwing up to the outside part of the field. Help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Again, it's Breeze. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away. Finally, an incompletion. He was 5 of 5 before that last throw to start this game.
So he is human. All right, so we found out after the way he began, okay, he can have an incompletion here and there. But I love what they've done right from the word go. They just need to get it off the touchdown now.
Breeze on the draw against the Camaro. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Ready. Now they got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Let's go. It's serious right here.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. They Kamara Smith. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did without our help. Because you remember when we sat in with in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you guys didn't come out of the gate. I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
For mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing now, it's working really well.
Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10, and he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. Now throw in the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Breeze out of throw. Drops this up to Kamara out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why what we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them.
And he held on to it too long, a coverage sack, down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. And Charles, they only needed a yard there. They tried to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top. Following the main field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now Aaron Rodgers in the offense heading back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. Look to throw. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
How about the timing on that one? Where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And some room to work. And really with power here. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Now they're the recipient of a nice gift here late in the half with a real chance to put points on the board.
And it's been a difficult half for them in terms of putting points on the board. So here with this gift, with this opportunity, they've got to find a way to cash it in.
Ready? 95 in the 6, 95 in the 6. Everyone got 4.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 yards, good for the Saints, first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to it, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. But he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right in the yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Breeze. Cook's got it. Touchdown Saints. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Real lots on for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-0. They have the short field, and they make quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys are set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
So I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, it's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. First and goal, they got to be taking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing now it's Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And again, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Geronimo Allison there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This is it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football full half to be played. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, they just run the clock out and go to the clock roll.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we get you over to Orlando, we're standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports halftime report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, we'll see you right back out to Brandon Godden.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
Adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt, show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall, let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. They'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way out to the 46. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off. What do the guys know what we call it?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him unreliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from the lead horse, that would help open up this offensive line, this margin, too.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 44.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to him.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. This one into the hands of Gann out wide. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Ready?
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's got to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 36.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because if you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to get to the 31 and up for the first down. Give him a 3rd down conversion, 5 yards out of play.
This has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. shotgun now for Breeze. And this is Cook with the ground. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That's a staple of this offense. Drag routes to the tight end.
He's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They're going to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Kamara. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down moving.
Double, this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Now Breeze. And that is incomplete. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And Lutz pushes from 3. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. But looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. And all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. Happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Following the main field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23. They get the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board and get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play. Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the delay, Jones. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right to the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
after the false start sets up a 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And it's complete to Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out in the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the draw, here's Williams. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Some defenders there rallied to the football pretty quickly.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers will set up the screen. This is Williams. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll end up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
So the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. To throw is Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners, who've got the receivers on lockdown.
Back out on the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? I mean, take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned the defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense. At the least, keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now Reeves. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up.
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some good smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Kamara. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Breeze. They complete it to Hill. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. And just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try to loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Breeze now on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Breeze is looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And once his kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you have to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Following the main field goal, wants to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down by 9, just over a minute 40 to play. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Try to shake up the interception. He'll look to throw. From the out route incomplete. It's Adams. And right down defensively, you love that, don't you? You give them that point.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickel and diming and downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. Now Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch it unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
I mean, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
To throw is Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead fourth quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They're suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw out and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Now, Brees will bring the Saints offense up to go for two here. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for two, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling maybe to catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Let's field it at the 2. Get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
Throw it out the window.
yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. Open here is Allison. That's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Short play like that in this situation, this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
And it's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man, that's Allison. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. Rodgers again now. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. It was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it's just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.
Well, the Saints are winners. 22-7. I'm going to end this stream. And I'll be back with another one right after the next thing up.